Today I'm going to be teaching you some chess tactics. Our theme's going to be the pass pawn, and we're going to be looking for creative ways to promote your pawns. Okay. First of all, we're going to explain what is a pass pawn, and we can do that by looking at this position here. Each side, white and black, have the same number of pawns, but they're in different places, right? Black has all these pieces on the left side, and white has an extra piece on the right side. Now, a pass pawn is a pawn that has no pawn opposing him. So these pawns are opposed; they're not pass pawns. This is our pass pawn here because there's no black pawn on the H file. Okay. So just to show you how big of a positional advantage a pass pawn can be, we're gonna try to win this position. You can set it up if you like on your boards, or we can do it up here. Basically, use a technique we call fox in the chicken coop, right? And this white king would be the fox, and these are the chickens, the black pawn. We're going to use our pass pawn as a distraction, so the black king has to come this way and chase the white pawn, and in the meantime the white king can come this way and capture those pawns. So let's see, so I don't go too fast, let's just play out some moves. We go first start advancing our king towards the center, towards our chickens. And now that we're blocked from coming towards the pawns, we would want to use our pass pawn. Right? We can move two squares. Oh, that's two squares. Two squares. And now the king must go to the right side of the board. Otherwise we will promote just on this side. So we'll go up. We're getting in to capture the pawns. So we give up our pass pawn, and we're going to gain the black pawns on the other side. You can see the black king is much too slow to move across the board, right? You can just take all of them. And then just start pushing them up. Right? One at a time. You're going to make it queen. Now, was this example too easy for you guys? We can make some harder examples.
What if had black decided to push the pawns instead of chasing the pass pawn?
Well, in the pass
you can
pawn
move the stuff here and sit here.
Yeah.
This is why we want to start by using our king rather than pushing the pawn. We want to get our king close to the black pawns, because we can push this pawn anytime we want to. Right? So, okay, say black one, if he pushes his pawns, we will wait for him to commit some pawns over here. Right? Before we would push our pawn, now we push our pawn. And the closer the black pawns get over here, they're actually closer to the white king, so they're easier to capture. So right now, okay, we can review a rule. How do you know when it's time to chase down the pawn?
Inside the square.
Inside the square, and we make the square by drawing a diagonal line here, making a box from that line. Right? So we would need to.
What was that? I zoned out right now.
Okay.
That sounded important.
Actually, it's very important. The black king needs to be inside the square of the pawn. or this pawn's gonna promote.
Has to be inside the same
Right.
color?
Right. Now you can figure out by counting
Huh? Yeah, they have the same color?
squares to the torsion square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We really need to get over that, right? Or we're gonna lose.
What was it that he said about like a box or something?
And a faster way to do it is just to make a box.
Oh.
You do that. You take the square the pawn is on. You draw a diagonal line, and that's your box.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have any pointers or anything to use. I just have to use my fingers.
No, I saw it.
But if the black king does not step inside of the box, see now he's inside of the box.
Before what? Before the first move?
On this move, he needs to go inside the box. Right?
Okay.
Otherwise, when the pawn advances, now the box got smaller.
Yeah. Okay.
And he can't get in. So
Essentially, you're trying to stop the pawn from promoting.
Yeah.
the black king must stop the pawn, or we'll just win over here. There's no fight anyways. Right? So there's your square, right here. And he has to get inside of it. Same thing here. Now might be a good time to go after the black pawns here. And the reason I'm going around is because the black pawns are controlling all these forces right here. So we have to go around. You can push black pawns if you want. It doesn't make a difference. King's coming over. So are we gonna take the pawns? Right? We need to attack the one in the back because the front pawns are protected by each other, right? Yeah.
So you push the B pawn down.
B pawn? Okay. Good example here. Yeah, we want to go this way. I apologize. You want to come under the pawn. That's a very important thing to know so you don't make mistakes when you attack the pass pawns. Good question.
Can I have you step on the left side of the board so everyone on this side can see?
Okay. That's a little bit better. I'm a big
No,
guy.
it's just because
Probably
there's just someone behind you the whole time.
Right. Okay. So basically, yeah, we want to attack this way. So that you can't do this. Just gonna make a pass ball, right? So we come from the front to the back, and that plan doesn't work anymore, right? We can capture it. Regardless, you have to be careful, see? Yeah, I got 2 hours of sleep last night and I missed that, but it's good. It's a good thing to know.
Hey Joe, the fates are in your favor, didn't work.
Really? So, how do we get a pass pawn in a game? It's a good question. We get a pass pawn from a pawn majority. Pawn majority means you have more pawns on one side of the board than your opponent. So here, black has more pawns than white. And we're just going to forget the queens. We're talking about making a pass pawn. And you want to start with the pawn that's not opposed. These two are opposed by these two. So you want to start with this pawn. You don't want to start with the middle ones like this. It'd be a big mistake because then you can push this pawn. And one pawn is stopping 3 black pawns from advancing. So you always want to start with your candidate, which would be one that's not opposed. And okay. We'll work on a couple tactics and then